Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap. So I'm going into work a little bit early today because I have to knock off just about an hour or maybe a half hour early to go to Los Angeles to do the Bold and the Beautiful night out with the guys tonight. I'm very excited about that. It should be a lot of fun. So I'm ready and doing this early. So, we delve into the world of daytime television on this show, and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the reality shows that we do is Below Deck Med. So this is the last Below Deck Med recap because the reunion just aired. So as far as a programming note, I'm not quite sure when or what, because I know that the actual Below Deck starts soon, but it doesn't start till September, so I'm not quite sure what I'll do in the meantime, but we'll come up with something. I'll probably do the Real Housewives of Orange County, because they're a little bit wackadoodle. Okay, so Below Deck Med. So they had the reunion. Now, okay, so as opposed to for a non-Housewives franchise, because if it's a Housewives franchise, you can pretty much guarantee there's going to be a reunion, except for Cheshire. Anyways, you can pretty much guarantee that there's going to be a reunion. But when it's a non-Housewives show, it has to really catch on with the fans before they give them a reunion. And usually the first reunion that they have is in the clubhouse. So this was the first, because the last season they didn't have a reunion for Below Deck Med. This year they've got one, and it was in the clubhouse. Okay, so let's just get right into it. So first of all, everyone was just angry. I mean, a lot of people came into this really hot. Really hot. Surprisingly enough, Adam was not one of them. He was just hot during the whole season, but he was fine now that he's had time to reflect and look back. He was okay. Wes and Malia were actually fine also. Hannah wasn't that hot, but she definitely defended herself when people got hot with her, i.e. Bugsy, i.e. Bobby. Lauren came in hot too, and Captain Sandy is Captain Sandy. She's just very calm and steady like the sea. She's wonderful. She was great. So, basically, Bobby came in, and the very first thing they talked about was, I swear I got a pimple right there. It's so annoying. Ugh. The first thing that he talked about was how him and Lauren knew each other from before the show and what happened between them before they got in the show. And it very quickly devolved into one person screaming at the other, and then people screaming over each other, and then everyone is, chiming in with their 2 cents. But real quick, hold on. Poor Max. He, contributed the absolute least of anybody on the reunion show. I felt bad for him because he didn't really have any questions asked of him or anything, So that was kind of unfortunate because, even though there were some things that he did that were a little bit questionable, excuse me, he's very cute and he's a very sweet, good-hearted person. So, you can, it just is unfortunate that he didn't get the chance to talk. And that's another thing too, is when you're screaming at each other, over each other, you're just taking time away from everyone else, right? So that's unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. So then they went back and forth and they started screaming about that kind of stuff. So we're like, oh my God. And Andy right away knew he had lost control already. And it was like maybe 5 minutes into the show. I'm like, oh shit. Well, okay. All right. And one good thing that Andy did is he really held Adam's feet to the fire, and he was like, so in yachting, the preference sheets are not optional. They're mandatory. So why would you put onions in this customer's dish when he specifically said no onions? And he was like, I was just trying to make a good broth. And he was like, good broth. I mean, you can make broth without onions. And he agreed. He's like, yes, you're absolutely right. I can make broth without onions. So he just apologized. And then Andy was like, well, where does this spite come from? You said it was out of spite. What spite? Do you hate the guest? And he's like, no, I hated Hannah. And you know what? Kudos to him for honesty, because he was upset with Hannah. So he wanted to kind of sabotage her game a little bit, but really, it's so stupid. That's so stupid. Because when they tip the whole boat. They don't just tip one person. So, and even when they do tip one person, like that very last charter guest who gave the MVP tip, Hannah was a boss enough to actually share it with everybody on the boat. That's nice. That is very nice. Did Danny do that? I doubt it. Probably. I don't remember that first season. I don't remember if he spread his tip or not. I don't think so. Whatever. Anyways, so Andy actually asked Bobby if he has dated Paula since then, and he said, we have seen each other. Oh, and then Bugsy and Hannah go at it, right? And basically, someone had emailed, and I love the viewers of this show. I do, because I'm not the only one that catches all kinds of shit. All of y'all do too. And that's fucking great. I love that. That's awesome. So basically what happened was, they asked Bugsy, they were like, why did you not just take that iPad right to Sandy? And why did you spread it to Bobby? Why'd you show Bobby first? And she was like, well, I saw it was going off. I went down into the salon and Bobby was the first person I saw. Okay. She should have gone up to the bridge to ask the captain about it, or let her know. And so why was she going down into the salon anyways when it went off, right? So then Hannah comes up, drops a truth bomb and says, why did you wait 10 hours to tell me? You know, you found it at noon and you didn't tell me till 10 o'clock that night. And Bugsy's like, I've got other things to do besides, you know, just then go off about your stupid iPad. And she's like, but again, it makes me wonder. Yeah, but okay, I get that. I get you probably weren't telling the whole crew all 10 hours, but why did you wait so long? Like, that is Bugsy's biggest problem with this past season, is she is not, she's not, I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use. It's really difficult. She's not very fast when it comes to presenting problems to anyone, whether it's to Sandy or to Hannah or whatever. She always waits until, you know, the very end and then decides to do it. And that's not very fair. That's not very fair, and that's not a good boss either. I'm just saying, right? You know, if I was doing something wrong, right, I would want someone to tell me right away and not wait for me to fall on my face and then come up and tell me afterwards, because that's some bullshit right there. That is some bullshit. Right? If you know what's right and I'm completely going down the wrong path because I don't know any better and nobody tells me otherwise, you cannot blame someone for that. That's ridiculous. I've totally gone off of the topic of the show and I'm talking about myself at work, so I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways. All right. Back to Below Deck. Okay, so the Malia situation was briefly touched on, and Andy was kind of poking at Adam a little bit, trying to get him to come out and trying to create a little bit of drama there. But Adam was like, no, that ship sailed, you know. I thought we had something. We obviously didn't. They look great together. They're killing it. Whatever. It's fine. So, you know, I give Adam a lot of credit, actually, because he has somewhat, at least from this show, he's matured since that charter season. So we'll see. You know, I don't think, you know, what's weird is that they met at this certification school. So if they're going to be doing yachts, he must not have done yachts before he did the show. So that's a little bit odd. Because even Leon, you know, beef cheek, that Leon, he had at least done cruise ships. So he had been on a boat before. I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to me. Anyways, it was definitely an interesting show. Interesting, yeah, that's a good word. Oh, wait, and then Hannah drops another truth bomb to Bugsy, and she's like, yeah, and then I saw your resume and saw that you'd gone to drama school for 4 years and you were an actress. And Bugsy got all defensive, and she's like, so what? Big deal. I like to do stuff other than yachting. I've been on the yacht for 4 years. Yeah, meanwhile, Hannah's been on for 8, but okay, whatever. Anyways, I just thought I would point that out because that was interesting. Okay, anyways, thank you all so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Below Deck Med to talk Below Deck Med, or you can hashtag Days to talk Days of Our Lives. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be because I've got a lot of events this weekend. I'm going to do my best to get that done. We'll see. I've got like 4 episodes. I'm 4 episodes behind. I've only seen Mondays, so hopefully I'll get that done soon. So anyways, thank you so much for logging on today, and you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your inbox every single day. All right, have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.